Okay, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to SafuLane. And yeah, tonight we're just going to be exploring some tools that has to do with how we can analyze better when it comes to crypto projects, Web3 projects, or decentralized finance projects. So I'll start sharing my screen so we can quickly, check through every single of these tools together. So let me start sharing my screen, and once you can see my screen, please signify. All right. So please, can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So I think we are already. Yeah, thank you so much. I think we are already familiar with using Dex tools. So, but right now, we already know what to check on Dex tools because we've done some things on Dex tools already. So Dex to give us some basic information on checking market cap, liquidity, orders, volume, things like that. So we're picking on, I think this is just opening some projects I have on my phone by default. So let me check if, so, okay, for example, these are some of the projects I've been tracking. So let me check on NCT. All right. So right here, these are projects that they are still very active. And I want to, check a lot of information. Probably maybe someone give me signal to buy this token, and I want to check a lot of information about the project. So what am I going to do? Basically, Texto is giving us ability to just check market caps, 24 hours volume, total transactions, and when I go down, I can see history, orders, which is good. I can check my position, price alerts in case I have the premium version. I can check some other information about my accounts here. So, but we need to do more. We need more things to check when it comes to trying to do researches. So this is about we performing our own technical analysis on the project before investing. So for now, I can see the tasks. I can try to check on audit, but we want to be very fast with the way we analyze because while I'm doing this, there is another project launching on another chain, or there is something happening on Solana, and I just don't want to keep tab of this alone. So then, for example, that is when we are going to be switching to some other tools. So this is the tools we are going to be talking about. We already know about this is bed eye for Solana. So right here we are going to be talking about this particular tool. So this is deskcheck.ai. So let me copy it, then send it to us. I'm going to be sending it to us in our project group. So yeah. So tools to take note of. Tools for DeFi analysis. Yeah. DeFi analysis. So now I'm going to be updating this. So this is number one. Let's check. So now, what is the difference between these two and these two? So we are going to be finding out now. So let me go to token analytics. Then I paste. Don't forget, I copied the token, and this is not having like a very robust, well, maybe function or something like that. But the way they just make their thing, uh, simple sort of like. So I don't know. I haven't discovered any other platform or something like that that can help so far. But I just still like what they are doing here because I took my time to use them. Okay, sorry. So I have to copy. You see, this is what I'm talking about. They are not that robust in terms of handling a lot of things at the same time, but it's actually so good if in case we just want to navigate around quick. So let me go back, copy the contract, then come to this check again, then I paste, so it should be bringing it out now. All right, so okay, cool. So now here I can see even more information clearly than when we are talking about Dex tools. Dex tools is good. It's not like it's not good, but here I want to really do a lot of things at the same time and make life easier for myself. So coming here, what am I seeing? I can see everything I've seen in Dex tools. So what I want to do straight away, I want to come to check some other information which are crucial to the way I want to invest. So now I want to check the holders. Who are the people holding this token? So you can see this is giving me more analysis. So when I'm trying to check the holders, so it can give me like some kind of graphical charts to see, okay, how is the token being distributed? So it means 87% is out. 87% of the supply is out in the ratio of 0.2 to 1%, which is very good. It means that this token is actually distributed very well for everyone. So who is holding 4.9%? About 5 people. It makes so much sense as well. And 10 people are holding 9.8%. So that means this token is in the hand of the committee, because we don't really have someone holding about maybe the project itself holding about 70% or something like that. So this is really good. And then I can start having more analysis, right? Like, it's different from the way, look at the difference. If I'm using Dex tools right here, Dex tool can show me the number of holders, but I'm not getting a lot of information like what I'm getting over there. And even the way the information are being displayed for Dex tool is just so basic. So I need something much more robust that can, give me summary to enhance or to fast track what I'm trying to research on. So now, what do I have to do? I already know the amount. Okay, the first person is holding 17 trillion of this token for 8.2K. So the second, third, fourth, fifth. So I can know how to strategize. I can understand the wallet I need to monitor. So if I'm trading on this token and I notice that, okay, I have to monitor this particular address. When this particular address is trying to sell, I personally have to start selling, because it shows that there's a reason why this address is selling that I need to find out. Or if this address is buying more of this token, then I need to start finding out what is happening. So these are ways we can make smart decisions. It's not necessarily until I know that, okay, the project is trying to do some marketing. They're trying to do marketing next week or not. So I can actually use what is happening in the project to determine or to associate some things together to make some informed decision project. So, and that is how I can stay smart on because it's different game now when we are talking about just holding a coin because the way we are doing our research, it works either way for if it's a short-term play or a long-term play. At the same time, we need to still monitor what is happening. So I will take us through every tools that is available on DexCheck, which can actually help on different way we want to monitor things. So now that is aside. So I can see and track addresses on the way they buy as well. So come to the buyer tab. So when I comes to the buyer tab, so probably I'm trying to track an address. I can come here to actually see the number of transactions and addresses as made. So for example, let me look at the orders. I want to look at the orders and I want to use that to track how a particular order is selling. Okay, you can see now. So the first order holding about $664. This is his activity. So I can actually see the number of buys. Okay, so it means this guy is trying to accumulate more of this token. So I can check, why is the guy doing that? Why is he buying so much? So it gives me more option. You understand? So I can actually see a lot of things. So within 30 days, there is a particular person trying to become a whale. So, and this is good because it shows that a lot of people are trying to accumulate more on this project. So it means more people are trying to hold for now. So then if I'm not convinced enough, I can come here, check the buyer the way they are buying, and I can check the way they are selling. So I can see if a whale is trying to sell its token gradually. So if a whale is trying to sell its token gradually, it might actually be the founder or maybe the dev that is trying to go out of the project. And you know the money, and you already know the meaning. If a dev is not part of the project anymore, then it's a big problem. So I chose that there's no point holding onto the project or the token for a long time. So like you can see, this guy, he sold about 3.6K and he's holding about $48. So I need to check, is he related to the dev? Is it the dev himself that sold up to 3.6K? I can analyze the address. So that is it on that. And we have a premium feature on it. Please, I don't think we really need this for now. We don't need this. Yeah. So there's no need to actually pay for anything. But I don't really see the reason why I want to use smart money to understand some basic thing. So now I want to track an address of a guy on this project. So how do I do that? So let me see. I want to actually try to check why this number 2 guy is selling the token, because it's sold about 1.8K, it's still holding 4K. So I want to analyze his address. So then I just click on analysis. So right now, when I'm trying to analyze his address, let's see what happens. Trading history, yeah. So when I click on trading history, I think he's unable to calculate his profit or loss, but I can see his balance. I can see his trading history. So his trading history, so that in 5 days, this guy has actually been selling this token in almost similar pattern. 200, 200, 175, 300, 200. Then, is he buying back? Now, this is a premium feature. I don't think, in your own interest, if you need it, it's fine. But I can actually I can go to BSC and don't check this thing. So you don't have to be so lazy, to research. So, can actually do something. So these are ways whereby I can try to see, why is this guy selling and buying back. So I can track it back to knowing if he's the founder, and how can I know if he's the founder or not? I can try to check, is it related, is the account related to the deployer address, to any associated developer account, founder account, something like that. So I can try to do that. So again, what else do we want to use? So this is for actually analyzing any ERC20 token, maybe Phantom, Ethereum, things like that. So now we'll be moving to bot, but I think I don't want us to really waste much time tonight. So bot is going to be, let's move it to next week. I want to stick to about 30 minutes to discuss this. So maybe if we have any question, we can ask. So, but this tool is actually very useful. So I want to move to what was it called? Solana. So one of the best tools to use for Solana in terms of trying to check on trade is bed.so. So bedi.so. Let me be dropping it for us. Let me drop these as well for us in our chat. So okay, so we might have been using this, it's fine, but for the benefits of, maybe we have some people who haven't, come across navigating around with it. So let's just quickly check it together. So, okay. So when, for example, for this, you have to, have Solana, of course. You can just use your Binance, convert your USDT to Solana, download an application called Solfair. That's the wallet for Solana. So maybe after the call, we'll drop the link on the group. So you download Solfair, and you'll be able to have a wallet whereby you can connect with site like this. So with your software, just go to the browser, paste this bedI.link, then you connect your wallet. So it's as simple as that. So this is software I'm talking about, and you can also use Phantom. Phantom wallet is also good, but for me, I use SafuLane. So let's see, what do we want to do with here? So when you have maybe any Solana signal and you want to quickly check on what's happening. So for example, you can paste the contract address here directly. But one of the tokens we dropped in our group was Bonk 2.0. And if you bought on the project, it actually did about ×5. Yeah, I think let me see. No, it did about ×3 or ×4. So, and I remembered we informed everyone to take profit as soon as it reached 5 million market cap, because readily we know it's possible, it is possible for it to go to the next 10 million leg, but the way we teach ourselves is to always take profits. So take profits, leave some capital there, and let it work for the risk, so that you can retain your capital, and at the same time you can preserve your capital as well. So what is happening on Block 2.0 right now? I want to quickly navigate. So yeah, it's good, everything is green, but at the same time it has really it has really been dumped. Let's say it has really go down. So right now, what's the liquidity? This is the liquidity. 24 hours volume is good. 355K is good. And orders 2.5K is good as well. Okay. We have a mic unmuted. Do we have any question?
In the screen here, it's still showing the text check. Yeah. So I don't know if you're
okay. So I think it's good that you observe that. So let me start sharing screen again, and yeah. So let me know if it is back to the. Please, let's just if there's any error or mistake, let's quickly track back so we don't waste too much time. So is it now on bedI?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for correcting that. So I don't know since when. I mean, I've missed track, or we've missed track, trying to catch up together. So, but there's nothing much on this check, the AI, than you can also check through the tools to see how benefits. The benefits that we have there, and how we can use it for our own purposes. So for this, it's basically just one of the best tools to to quickly research on what is happening on the token on Solana. Unlike you trying to use Dex Tools. Dex Tools is not so robust to give a lot of information on Solana projects. So when you come to bedI, you can check for a lot of information better. So like I was saying, this is Bonk 2.0 that we drop on our group. So you can come here to check the information about this project. You want to know the address, you can see it. You want to know the fully diluted market cap. It's around 586,000 now. And I think when we dropped the signal, it was about $2 million dollars market cap, and it went as much as 6 million. So I think that was why I was saying it did about 3x or 4x, depending on how we catch on taking our profits. So for the safety, you can just try to click on that to understand and view how the trading is going, the volume, the trades, the buy and sells, and how many people are watching. So for security is very important, because right now every one of us are just aping into Solana projects, without checking some important thing. So for now, this is very dangerous on this project. It shows that you might not have the intention to hold it for long, because the owner of the project can mint more tokens, which means they can try to dump anytime on the holders. So, and they can try to manipulate the market as well. Is it mutable? Mutable information does not really have so much, but it's still of so much concern as well. It means a project can decide to change the name, the website address, just like what we have here. So it shows that as well. And then, is the ownership of the contract renounced? No. So it means definitely, of course, the owner of this contract can mint more token out and can decide to liquidate on the holders. So let's put in consideration all this when we are trying to ape into coins on Solana. So most especially, we are trying to for long term. So we understand strategy to play on any of these projects. So, but for me, the people pushing these projects, they are actually known for pushing projects to a very high medium market cap, and at the end of the day, they are going to down the project. But it's mostly like slow rugging. So they try to do slow rugging and wait for some month again. They form the project back, and it's the same process. So, no, I'm very sure of what I'm saying, concerning the people promoting this particular project. So we are sure of that movement. It's simple. What you have to do is, whenever I see so I just sell, wait for it to go down as much as possible, buy again, and wait for it to go up. But you have to keep close monitoring on this project so that you don't miss on when it goes so high, so that you are always going to be, in the flow. And one way you can do is also to probably be tracking addresses that you notice whenever it goes up, the address is selling, and whenever it comes down, the address is buying. So it's that kind of address might probably be the address of the owner or founder. So if we can combine all these together, one of the best way to actually leverage on project is to track address of either founders, marketers, or developer on the project. If you can track those address properly and you can monitor their trades, it's always so easy. So you don't have to stress yourself. Just be copying their trade. Whenever they buy, let your own address to buy. And whenever they sell, let your address sell. It's as simple as that, because they know better than you. They are actually the one pushing the project. So they know when it's going up and they know when it's coming down. So better than any other person. So that's just it on Solana, trying to check on Solana. So what do you have again? And we are going to be talking about some bots. So what we are going to be doing tonight is just to give us some of these bots. I'm going to be dropping those bots for Solana and for BSC and Ethereum that we can use. That seems so easy to navigate, and so I'll send it to the group, and we can all check it together. So, and we can be making use of this bot. But analyzing the bot, we talk about that next week. So let's keep it short tonight. So what else we have here? You can make use of the swap. You connect with your wallet, like you said. And I actually use the swap here. But mostly I have a bot. There is a bunk bot that is being used, that I do use for sniping on Solana token. And you can find gems. So by doing this might be so stressful, because you never know which one is going to be real projects. You have to be so careful trying to ape on projects here. The best thing is to follow a marketer. I can't actually say that's the best, but I think before aping on a project, when you get to know that, okay, the project is having a very low market cap, you need to try to make researches on who is marketing for them. Are they trying to push it or not? Before you try to buy, so you don't buy a rock project is very, very important, because right now when a lot of people are putting eye on Solana because of the pump, because of the hype around it, then definitely there's going to be a lot of scam happening around it. So you don't want to fall a victim. So that's why this research is also important. And that is where we are going to be stopping on our discussion for tonight. So let me stop sharing my screen, and I will try to, I want to quickly do something before we end this. And for anyone watching us on YouTube, we'll put a link for everyone, to either join the group or have access to these tools for personal use. And if you're watching us on YouTube, right, at the moment, you can try to follow us, subscribe, like, and comment on our videos if you find them so helpful. Okay, so thank you so much.